So you know that you should outsource, but how do you know when to outsource? At what point should you start saying, hey, let me give you money in order for you to make some more money?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
All right, so you know that you should outsource. Everyone says, oh, you should outsource and you should do this because you're going to eventually make more money. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Everyone keeps saying that. So how do you know when to outsource and when should you outsource? Well, essentially, you want to know, well, the way you know when to outsource is when it's an essential activity and it's a one-time thing. So if it's a one-time thing and you actually need this to get done, that's something you probably want to outsource. For example, like your demo video. Let's say you get a demo video or you're making a demo video. Unless you are a videographer, you're not going to be able to make a great demo video. So you want to outsource that because it's a one-time thing. Your website is another thing where it's a one-time thing. It's something that you want to outsource where you say, hey, build it, make it look pretty, and then you outsource that. So if it's a one-time thing and it really needs to get done, you outsource it. Another thing is when you're consistently getting leads and you're doing more admin work, meaning, so you're getting all these leads, people are, let's say, buying products or you're getting on stages and you're doing a lot of customer service. So you're responding to so many emails and you're doing all this customer service stuff and maybe people, they want to hire you and you got to create the contract and send it out to them. At that point, you want to start thinking in terms of hiring someone because once again, it needs to get done, but you don't necessarily have to be the one doing it because it's just simple admin work, someone that you can just hire like a VA to do. And then also, you want to think in terms of you are spending money to get your time back. This is why you see a lot of really wealthy people who can do an activity, they can like do this thing, but they still hire someone else to do it because they're spending money to get their time back. And this is also why you see really wealthy people, they will buy programs because instead of spending 5 years figuring it out themselves, they say, yeah, I'll just join this guy's $10,000 mastermind, learn it real quick, and then implement it. And they get all those years back just by spending 10 grand. So you are, instead of thinking in terms of you making money with your time, you are spending money to get your time. And that's the psychology that you have to engage in. And as you scale, you always got to think about how can you replace yourself. And you're always replacing yourself at this level so you can do bigger things. So at the beginning, you're doing everything at the beginning. You got to do everything at the beginning because you can't really afford to hire anyone at the beginning. But then as you scale, as you make more money, you replace yourself at this level. So maybe at the beginning, you can't afford to hire a web designer. So you actually got to build the website. So you say, okay, I'm going to learn this thing. Then you start making money and you need another website and you say, okay, well, let me hire someone to do it this time. So bam, you replace yourself at that level. Now you start engaging in prospecting and you say, okay, I'm going to do all this prospecting, this sales activity. Bam, I'm going to start sending these emails out, start calling some people. And then at a certain point you say, okay, now I can afford to hire someone to do this. And you replace yourself at that level. You go to the next level. And so that's how you think in terms of outsourcing. And that's how you know when to outsource. Basically, when you make money, you want to outsource. You want to take that money and always reinvest it back into the business in terms of the tools, in terms of hiring people, in terms of new knowledge. That's how you spend your time and that's how you spend your money.